As President Donald Trump issues new threats of launching foreign wars, a fierce confrontation is unfolding within the United States over how artificial intelligence should be used in modern warfare. The U.S. Department of War has found itself locked in a heated dispute with leading AI developer Anthropic, primarily over proposed restrictions that could redefine the boundaries of military technology. These proposed restrictions are designed to limit how the U.S. military can deploy artificial intelligence systems, particularly in scenarios involving autonomous decision-making and combat operations. The confrontation between the War Department and Anthropic came to public attention when RT News, citing Reuters, reported on the growing conflict on February 1st. According to the report, the U.S. government is pushing for unrestricted use of AI technology, not only for fully autonomous weapon systems, but also for extensive domestic surveillance programs. Reuters revealed that this disagreement has effectively frozen the progress of a government contract valued at nearly $200 million, potentially delaying major defense technology rollouts. Anthropic, however, has raised serious ethical concerns that its artificial intelligence models could be used for lethal operations without adequate human supervision or accountability. The Pentagon has reportedly asserted that commercially developed AI systems should be deployable for any and all military purposes, regardless of the creator's original intentions. Military officials further argued that the use of artificial intelligence by the armed forces must not be constrained by the internal ethical or operational policies of private developers. Earlier this year, the Department of War unveiled an ambitious strategy to weave advanced artificial intelligence tools deeply into every layer of U.S. military systems and operations. The initiative seeks to transform the U.S. military into an AI-first fighting force, capable of using predictive analytics, automation, and real-time data for tactical supremacy. U.S. War Secretary Pete Hegseth publicly vowed that the government will not rely on AI models that restrict America's ability to wage war or defend its interests abroad. Meanwhile, Anthropic CEO, Dario Amodei, has repeatedly warned that unconstrained or unregulated AI use could lead to catastrophic outcomes, both ethically and geopolitically. Amodei particularly emphasized urgent concerns around mass surveillance systems and fully autonomous weapons, which he says could undermine global stability and human rights. He stated that while AI should play a role in U.S. national defense, it must never be used in ways that make the country resemble its autocratic adversaries. RT reported that this standoff carries major business risks for Anthropic, which has invested substantial time and resources courting partnerships within the U.S. government. Anthropic was among several high-profile AI firms that secured Pentagon contracts in 2025, signaling its deepening ties with America's defense establishment. According to the same reports, other major players such as OpenAI, Google, and Elon Musk's xAI also received significant Pentagon contracts to advance military-grade AI research. The timing of the War Department's battle over AI comes against a tense geopolitical backdrop, as fears grow of an imminent military confrontation between the US and Iran. In recent days, the US president has issued new threats of war and ordered the deployment of additional beautiful warships to strategic waters near Iran.
Could you give us an update on where your thinking is right now with Iran, if you have made a final decision on what you want to do?
I mean, I certainly can't tell you that, but we do have very big, powerful ships heading in that direction, as you know. I can't tell you.
Okay.
But I hope they negotiate something that's acceptable.
Saudi Arabia's defense minister reportedly said that if the U.S. backs off the strike, that will lead to Iran. What's your reaction to that, sir?
Some people think that, some people don't. You could make a negotiated deal that would be satisfactory with no nuclear weapons. They should do that, but I don't know that they will, but they are talking to us.
On our answer, you had threatened those secondary tariffs on countries doing business with Iran. We haven't seen those yet. What are you holding off on?
Well, we're going to see. Look, we have a lot of things happening right now with Iran. We have a tremendous fleet going in that direction, and they're talking to us, so a lot of things could happen.
Meanwhile, Iran continues to resist intensifying pressure from Washington to strike a deal that would halt its nuclear enrichment program. On February 1st, Iran began live-fire military exercises in the Strait of Hormuz, a vital global shipping route that carries a significant portion of the world's oil supply. Prior to these drills, the U.S. military issued a stern warning to Iran, cautioning against any moves that could escalate regional tensions further. Defense officials made it clear that the United States would not tolerate any provocative or aggressive actions by Iranian forces during the exercises. Shortly after, Iran announced plans to conduct joint military exercises with its strategic allies Russia and China, deepening concerns of a broader power alignment. These trilateral drills are expected to take place in the northern Indian Ocean later in February, marking a display of coordinated military strength among the three nations.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest newsmakers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.